Percent of change is used when you are comparing the difference between two prices, two amounts, two quantities. You want to look at the two different quantities, find the difference between the two, so you would use subtraction, and then you would divide by the original amount. Once you divide, you want to multiply by 100 to turn it into a percent. A good example would be you go to Target today and you buy something for $20. Tomorrow you want to go back and get that exact same item, but you notice that it's now $25. You can calculate the percent of change between today and tomorrow. Percent error is almost identical to percent of change. The difference is we're not comparing how something has changed, we're comparing a miscalculation or an estimation that wasn't exactly perfect. For example, if I have jelly beans in a jar and I want you to guess how many are in there, and you say that there are 100, but the actual amount is 142, you can find the percent error of how much you were off in your estimation. It is a very similar formula to percent of change. We are going to find the difference between your guess and the actual amount. This time, instead of dividing by the original price, we're actually going to divide by the actual amount that's in the jar. Yusef bought a DVD recorder for $280. Now it is on sale for $220. Find the percent of change in the price. Round to the nearest whole percent if necessary. The first thing we want to do is we want to find the difference between what Yusef bought it for and the sale price. All we need to do is subtract to find that difference. 220, the original, minus the sale price, 220, shows a change of $60. From there, we are going to fill into the formula the amount of decrease, that's that $60 we just found, and we're going to place it over the original amount in the ratio, for the ratio. The original amount was $280, so we have our change over the original. We do the division and we find that it is 0.21. From there, we want to multiply by 100, so that way we can turn it into a percent. The other thing we need to include in our answer, was there an increase or a decrease? Well, if the original was 280, and now it's 220, 220 is less than 280, so that shows it was a decrease. Ahmed wants to practice free throws. He estimates the distance from the free throw line to the hoop and marks it with chalk. Ahmed's estimate was 13.5 feet. The actual distance should be 15 feet. We want to find the percent error. It's not a percent of change because we didn't have a change. It's percent error because he estimated and it's different from the actual amount. However, we are going to do the exact same steps. We are going to find the difference between the actual amount and what the estimate was. The actual amount was 15. Ahmed said it was 13.5 feet, which gives us a difference of 1.5 feet. From there, we plug it into the formula. The amount of error, which is that 1.5 feet, goes in the numerator. The actual amount goes in the denominator. And the actual amount, the actual distance, would be 15. There is our ratio. To solve it, we simply divide and then multiply by 100 to get it into a percent.